Okay.
So, got here the main breaker. This is down this side is the DC, and down that side is the AC circuit. So we're interested in the DC at the moment. This simply gives you it's a multimeter. It just gives you the amount of volts that you're drawing, the amps you're drawing out. It's about 14.5. So the batteries are charging up at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, VHF. Simple. That's on its own separate battery.
Yep. Battery. One battery for a VHF.
Yeah. That's a legal requirement.
Is it?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, and most boats, no. Most boats, that's extra safety thing. So okay. Navigational instruments for upstairs on the console. Navigation lights, simple. Wiper.
Yep.
Engine room blower. I never use it. It's got 2 fans. And this is the main circuit breaker. I operate it from the console. That's for if it was basically put in for if we're running inboards in this boat,
right.
So to get rid of any fumes. So
well, there's vents on the side.
Yeah, and that's outlets, 12 volt outlets. Right, stereo radio. So everything should plonk on now.
Yep.
So I just I mean it's pretty simple to radio. It's just turn into
always lose your stations.
Yep. So they go.
Falling proud, doing more than ever before without worrying about the cost. Spark's unlimited business plans give you unlimited calling from your landline to New Zealand landlines.
Yes, it can go really loud. Okay. And running down here, all my bilge pumps, always leave them on. They're hardwired, and so just leave them on all the time because you never want to turn your bilge pumps on. Anything could happen in the marina. You could burst a pipe or something may happen, so you want that to be on. So I always leave those on. Toilet, the shower bilge pump for when you're going to have a shower, just turn that on.
So it's not automatic either? No float?
It's got a float level in there, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You don't leave it on.
It's just, if I'm having a shower, no, I don't. I make it a good practice just to turn it off if you're not going to use it. These are separate circuits I've put in for the fans, because we put fans in ourselves from the front and back, and the fume detector, which is upstairs. Okay, so that picks up any fumes inside the engine room, and will give you an alarm.
What's in the engine room?
The generator. The generator. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
So down here we've got all the cabin lights,
and the fuel tanks, I guess.
an engine room light, and a deck light for outside. So that's all pretty self-explanatory. Right, and we come up to the AC circuit. We've got the freshwater pump. I would be inclined to change that over to the DC circuit. You know, that's, I don't know why. The water heater, so if I flick that on, you'll suddenly see the amps going up here as it's starting to make hot water. Refrigerator, you saw the fridge down there, didn't you? Yeah. For the microwave oven, the cooker, it's pretty strange. And all these are the different circuits here. I don't know which one does what. I know the dehumidifier is plugged into the...
Oh, okay, they're all the
so they might be just 3-pin outlets.
Yeah, I've had them changed over, yeah.
Oh, yeah, like with Taiwanese outlets.
Yeah, from Thai to, which is just 2 to the 3-pin. You had to get that done. Television, fan for the galley, aircon, front, saloon, back cabin.
3 aircons.
Yeah,
Saloons
3 separate,
here.
saloons in here.
Oh, saloons here.
Yeah.
So is there 3 separate?
So the separate bedroom. Yeah.
Yes.
3 separate air
Yes,
conditioning units?
yep.
Okay, where's the 3rd one?
I'll take you when we go into the back there. And that's...
Where's the other one? Under here?
Yeah, there's one under there, one under that bed.
Oh, yeah.
So that's, I forget what that is. That's how many amps we're drawing. No, hertz. So that would be watts drawing. That's how many volts it's creating. And amps we're drawing.
Does the genset work? We've never had a genset. Work straight away, so you turn it on and you generate a 240 volt.
Yep. And you got switches to change over upstairs. I'll show you those.
How many amps did you say?
I wouldn't take it probably more than 18 amps.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
And between that and that, you suck a big amount of power. But, and
especially the fridge kicks on as well.
Yeah.
Little fridge, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a little fridge.
How did you cope? How did your wife cope?
We sort of carried ice as well. We poured ice with us, and because there's an ice thing out there you can put ice in. But wherever we went, if we're up at Carwell, we just go into a shop there and get some ice and chuck some water in and stuff
Well,
like
we're
that.
thinking of getting a decent sized fridge put outside.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Because compared with Thai boating, when you're cruising around Thailand, everywhere you go, every bay there's a set of bungalows and a restaurant.
Yeah.
So you know you can always go ashore.
Yeah.
Basically, you eat ashore.
Absolutely,
And,
Yeah, different style of boating than
It's
here.
a whole different style of boating.
That was the one thing that I said to Brent. Is that a fridge?
Yeah.
You know that will fit the wine.
Yeah, and a bit of beer, eh?
Yeah, silly.
No, yeah, that can stay warm. Yeah.
Anyway.
Excuse me.
So and underneath here, so you happy with that? It's
think-
all pretty straightforward. And like when we got the boat, I wasn't showing anything. I had to sort of I just figured it all out because everything seemed to be quite straightforward after a while. After going around and
It's not as if you're back in a few weeks' time. We can always ring you up and say, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Yep, if you have any issues, just give me a ring and I'll tell you.
Right.
Underneath here,
Pull out this here.
it's the same. There's the air conditioning unit in there,
Oh, yeah.
and the same reset button.
Right,
there,
that's
if you
for
need
the stern bedroom.
This is for this one here.
Oh, this one
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So what's the one under there?
Was only
That's
the pump.
that's the
Oh,
pump. That's
just
the
the
water
pump
pump
for the
for it.
water.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
we've got inlets and outlets for the to cool the air conditioning.
Right.
And is this the air conditioning controller?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So you come in and turn all the buttons on that you need to
Yep.
before you leave.
Yep. So I'll get you to flick off that hot water cylinder because you probably don't need any more. And it's really good. Quite fancy
And that comes
we've
out.
probably got that was out as well.
Wow.
Have we got any hot water use?
I doubt it.
Yeah, it's pretty goddamn good.
Oh well.
So
It's
you got
pretty
the
quiet,
pressure
Jenny,
also.
though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Very quiet.
that's cool. So we'll slip through to the that cabin here.
There you go, Chris.
The only thing you really need to know here is we have, this is for the front of the boat, of course, it's on the front of
Oh,
the
yeah,
bow.
sun lounges.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, sun lounger.
Yep.
And underneath here is where the, okay,
Oh,
all the batteries are underneath there. Underneath, I won't pull all that, but they're all under there. And the air conditioning unit, the third air
Same
conditioning
thing with
unit.
the reset if you need.
So all the batteries are just situated there.
Are they
Not all the batteries, I've still got two up the front, yeah, three up.
any special deep cycles or anything like that?
I think they're not gel. They are gel. And
They are
deep
gel.
cycle, yeah. I think they are gel. I replaced them all about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they've been holding, they're good.
Yeah,
they're in
yeah,
good
yeah.
condition.
I expected a few things like that to be not good, but
Yeah.
sounds
No,
like
it's surprising, yeah. Yeah.
okay.
And in here, I don't know what's that shit. Storage? Yeah, just storage. And the toolkit.
Toolkit.
There you
okay.
go. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you want to wrap this up?
Nice.
There you go. Don't forget your wallets down there, Rick.
Yeah.
Unless it's got any money in it, then you can leave it.
No, it's all carded out. Okay. Right, so coming up here, I should show you the main controls first. You've had the engines running, haven't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so they're pretty straightforward.
You
So-
got to tell us how to do it though.
Engines running. They're the main engine switches. One, two.
Okay.
As in
Okay.
on off.
Yep.
Port and starboard.
As in on and off. Yep. Port starboard.
Yep.
Generator, house. They're all the isolating switches for everything,
Yep.
except for the bow thruster and that. Now I'll just stop this. Okay, so if I go like that, so I come aboard. I'll turn off everything actually.
Yep.
So if I come aboard, I'm going to get the generator going. So I'll turn that to on.
Yep.
Simply press that at the top there, and it comes up send run, and then press any of these ones, and that'll start. Okay, and when you want to stop it, simply press that again. Oh, you can cursor through and have a look at. There you go. The revs it's doing. The charging up the battery at the moment. Well,
Yep.
that's 41.1. 330. That's the oil pressure.
Yep.
And that's the temperature of it.
Yep.
78. And you want it to operate around 78, 80. The volts it's chucking out, and the hertz it's chucking out.
Mm.
So you can run through the whole system.
So I assume if there's an issue with it, like in terms of temperature, it'll have an alarm or
Yes,
something.
yeah, yeah, it will,
Or
and
it'll
it'll,
shut
and
down
it'll,
automatically.
it'll flash up. No, it won't. It might shut down automatically, but definitely an alarm will come up here.
Right. And you can flick through and see what.
Yeah.
It'll tell you what the issue is.
Yeah. And then you have to figure out from there. So see that send stop and then press it again, but we'll just keep it going. That's how many hours it's done. And I serviced it 200 hours ago or something.
Okay. Brilliant.
Okay. So here is the main switch. I have a shore power or generator power. Okay, so we're on shore power, and I can just flick it over to generator power. And generator on or off for charging. Generator on or off. So that means I just always have that on generator, and then shore power on or off. So
why would you have the generator switched off?
I don't actually. That's for the charging or reverse polarity of it. So, without that, it's isolated, and now it's not doing any charging or anything.
So just the engine's running.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
the engine.
not doing
The
anything.
generator is not excited.
No,
Yeah,
Which means it's not creating any power.
Yeah.
Well, you should see that over
So
there.
flick that on there, and shore power, which is on or off. So that's switches on is up.
Oh, so
So
it must
off.
be a circuit breaker.
Yeah.
So if the power,
Yep.
the problem, it'll drop
It'll
off.
spike out.
Yeah.
And so this is for charging the batteries, inverter on or off.
Yeah,
I
same,
always
same
leave it on.
deal.
Yeah.
So overload will drop it off.
Yep.
Like
So leave it on all the time?
Yep. So
it's always.
you can see it's loaded up there. The battery's all charged up.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yep.
So, okay, engines.
Yep.
Generator.
Yep.
What's this one?
House
house
battery.
battery. Yeah,
Battery,
okay.
I'll turn that on.
Yeah.
So you need that. So that's your main
Hmm.
first thing you do. You come and do.
Okay. So the engines won't start without those top two
Without, yeah.
switches being on?
Yep.
What about all the instrument panel? How does
Instrument panel will go now. Okay, so first of all, power steering.
that- Power steering.
Yeah,
Jesus
that
Christ.
gives you that's it there. So I can you know,
So hydraulic?
Yeah, hydraulic power steering. So there you go. This one here is for the anchor. If you want to operate the anchor,
Yep.
so turn that on, and then down.
Probably switch on.
And sorry, and this one, I think it's it's probably switched off down there actually. Yeah, it is. If you do you want to switch that on, please?
If I can find it. Yep. Oh, I haven't got my glasses on. Television. You can see what it is.
What are we looking for?
Anchor. Or windlass. It's probably on DC. Look for any that are off.
Engine room light, deck light, they're all on. Stereo, outlets, engine, Viper, navigation, VHF, main breaker.
It's that main circuit breaker down here. See the main,
Oh, right.
Main circuit
Oh,
breaker?
yes, that's right. Okay, this is over here. Okay. Yep. Right?
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Okay, so now we've got the I've got it switched on. I can feed. You've got to push it off, but you can see I'm operating the winch from here.
Yep.
Up and down, simple up and down.
Now, was it all chain?
Yep, all chain.
How
40,
much?
40 metres
40
of chain.
metres.
And I've coloured it yellow every 10 metres, and I've also put on cable ties every 10 metres.
10
So,
metres, okay.
yeah. One cable tie 10 metres, two cable ties 20 metres, three
So-
30.
Is it 10 mil chain?
It's 10 mil chain. Yeah. We
Yeah.
started out with 8 mil. 10 mil short link.
Yeah.
And I've never ever dragged on this boat, and I've been in some really windy conditions.
Okay.
So I'm really.
So again, so you got to have both those on?
No, that's just the light, anchor light.
Oh, anchor
Okay,
light.
so
Okay.
so anchor's on.
Anchor light as in
Sorry,
moored.
navigation light. Sorry,
Right.
they're my navigation lights. So when you got your anchor on, you got your anchor light on at the back here.
Right.
Oh, so those two go together
Yeah.
then. That's an anchor light
Yeah.
and winch?
Navigation lights. Yeah.
Okay. And
On
where's
the
the
outside.
winch?
The winch is
Just here?
You have to have that on there. So
Oh.
when you got the winch on and using the anchor light goes on automatically. Yeah, so you can't help it not
Okay.
get about putting on the bloody anchor light.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, so I've done that. The power steering's on.
So
I've switched it off. That's
so it's on now.
It's all back to front because it's tight.
We're going to
So
take it today, so you
Yeah.
can leave all
Okay.
these things on.
Okay. And that there is the fans for downstairs.
And the engine.
One side on and the other side on. Never using.
That's in the engine bay?
That's down there in the
Yeah,
generator.
okay.
Because there's no engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trim tabs.
Alright. Right, which is here.
Okay, yep. So I haven't got. Have I got the engines on? No, I haven't got the engines on.
Do that, though.
So, yep.
Yep.
Okay, so trim tabs down. You can hear them operating now.
Yeah.
And up.
Yeah. So they're just under them.
Yep.
Either side. Yeah.
So you got the motor trim as well as the trim tabs.
Yeah.
The motor trim's on the side there. Yeah.
Up and
Okay.
down. Okay.
What do you use?
I use my trim tabs to get going, and then once I'm going, then I trim up the motors a bit. The trim tabs are really good just for getting on the plane earlier.
Yeah. Right. So trim down, push the bow forward.
Right. So bow thruster. Just flick it on once, twice, and there it's on now, green, one way, and the other way. I'm really tight on here, so it's
Pretty effective.
yeah. It could be more powerful, but it's really an aid for you, for berthing.
Do you get much steerage going backwards on these?
No, it's tight. No, Ice Skipper actually is a great big yacht over there, the Ice Skipper as well, and with this boat, I find this boat harder to manoeuvre than the big 57-foot yacht.
No keel.
No keel. And I do tend to come, that's why I'm bowing, because I tend to be able to handle it better coming straight in rather than backwards.
Right.
So just I don't know what your technique is. I
I normally back in, but then I've got a sort of a displacement boat with a full keel in it.
yeah, right, so it doesn't move around that much.
No.
So I just turned it off. So to turn it on, simple like that, and then
Why has it got 2 stages?
it's just the way it is. And then it will turn itself off after 10 or 15 minutes. You'll hear beep, beep, beep. Oh, what the hell's that? You know,
Yeah,
and
right,
thrust has turned itself off.
Right.
Or you can manually turn it off like that. Okay, so chart plotter, GPS, one click like that. And while that's booting up, that's your water.
Yep.
And that's your diesel.
Diesel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And diesel is in the back cabin underneath the bunk as well.
Underneath the bunk.
diesel
okay.
tank, yeah. But
And
you
the
fill it up from the
fillers
side.
down the side, and it's
Yep.
well labelled?
Yes, they're all labelled perfectly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Diesel,
You don't want to be a dick and get that wrong. I'll tell you that.
No. They don't run very well.
Yeah.
And my father-in-law decided to help us out one time we'd been away by bringing our petrol Pajero.
Yeah.
And it was
Yes.
low, so he said, so he drives up and he goes, oh, cool. Oh, by the way, I put diesel in it. And we're driving along going, what?
No.
What did you say? I put diesel in it.
Okay, so that comes up, and you simply just bang it in there. Okay, here we are in the thing, and zoom. I'll let you just play around with this to see. So zooming in.
No, wrong way.
Yeah.
We know what you mean.
So, and I always operate with. I won't pick up anything because we're not moving. Course up. I
Yep.
have off a mode up and course up.
This is how we get out of here. That's the other thing I wanted to ask. We come out and round here, do we?
Yep. You just go out here, down, and just keep going down and out here to the left. If you don't turn, you'll just crash into the buildings here.
Right.
Okay, so that'll give you a speed over the ground and everything. So you can play around with that, like display the sounder. We can go into sounder there, and there's the sounder there. So,
Split screen.
Yep.
On that and the course.
Yep. We can go back to.
We haven't done
If I go back to plotter, and then there you go. There's a split screen on the. And to power it down, hold your finger down. 3, 2, 1. Pretty standard.
That's pretty cool.
Now here we have the bilge pumps, which of course I like to keep on light. That was off if someone's tapped them. But manually, you can manually operate them.
Oh, right.
So this one here, the engine room. I've got one in the engine room, which I'll show you down by the generator.
Yep.
This one is right in the back part that's behind the engine room.
Yep.
And this one is the centre one that you saw.
Yep.
Centre one,
So C.
in the back cabin, at the front of the back cabin. And this one is forward, which is this one just straight down here.
Oh, right. So they're in order from the back.
Yeah. No, it's a bit confusing this way, except for those two, yeah.
Yeah, because okay. So there's a. So the A one is in front of the motors, but in the hull.
Yeah.
To Tuesday the 4th of November.
At the HF, you see.
24 hours, high
Yep.
tide, 3.0
so-
meters, 11:30 hours, low tide,
Oh no, to turn it on, just touch it right there.
17:54
All
hours,
right.
high tide.
Now,
take a little bit to boot up. Right.
It should be just a push a button.
No, 565 413. And then the arrow. Okay.
565 413.
Then the arrow. What else do I need to show you? Oh,
Can we turn the motors on, Rick, and just see what these gauges show us?
they flipped on there. Yep. Okay, so basically you've got here. I'll start them up.
Yeah. Two stages.
Yeah, but the last bit's the trim because the heavy motor, so it's got this really slow trim, eh?
Northerly 10 knots, changing southwest 10 knots late this afternoon with sea slide.
Right, to pop them, they're out of gear at the moment. Okay, so to pop them, if you want to rev them or just in neutral, you simply see this button on the side here.
One button.
You just sorry, up here. You just hold that in. And, I'm doing the port one at the moment. See the lights flashing here? It tells me that I can do it. Okay, so the port motor is now. I'm accelerating it, and then once I pull it back into neutral, they click back in. So I can click them into gear.
Okay.
So
that there's a button on each side.
no, it's just one button does both.
Run buttons. Okay. So that's trim on the individual motors?
Yes, or on the individuals or
together.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the tilts works better than the other, so you might want to try it individually. It's just a case of playing around.
When were the motors serviced last?
They were serviced in March.
Okay.
In March. So
what does that cost?
That cost me. Sure, I got the receipt. I forgot to bring it. It was $5. Well, I paid $5 grand to get it, but I got other stuff done as well. So spark plugs are a big thing. Jesus, they're about $50 each.
Yeah.
Talking 16.
So and how many hours?
The hours. So if I go to mode here, I can go. See, I'm picking up 14.1 volts. 366 hours there.
And when would it have been serviced?
At about 350 hours.
Oh,
yeah. That's the
Quiet
temperature.
winter?
And the same there, yeah. And 369.
That's cute. So why wouldn't? Oh, I suppose that's.
And so you got your temperature of it, the temperature, the battery level, and whether it's charging or not.
Right.
Okay.
And here is your fuel gauge.
So that's combined fuel?
Yes, yeah. It's got a breather between the tanks, so it equalises out.
How much fuel is in there?
I would say there's probably about 300 litres in there.
And how much total?
It holds 1,000 litres.
Oh, right. So a third of a tank.
Yeah. So when as soon as I fill up, I just hold those two together, and it zeroes the total down, and then it measures your consumption, so you know where you're going. And also when we go down the back, I'll just turn those off now.
Because that's one thing you really had to worry about in Corinne, was it?
Fuel.
It's fuel.
No.
Usage.
500 litres of fuel.
Lasts for a year.
Yeah.
So we go down to the generator. This table comes out, that slips out
Yeah.
and unscrews. Okay, so if we go down to the bottom.
Okay. Let Chris go down there if you like.
Jump down first. You sure?
Yep.
3 people down there? You want
I
us to
doubt
go
it.
down?
You reckon? Okay.
I'll stick my head over the top.
Right, so there's my intake for the generator. Take one out of the intake, fuel tanks, one on each side, and I've written off what they are. 800 litres is up to there, 500 is to there. So you can look right in there and you can see on the side glass. So if you're not too comfortable by the electronic measuring, you can come down here physically and have a look. On each side? Yeah, on each side. On each side. Right. Okay. So that you can see. Yeah. So they'll equalise out. That aft bilge pump is through there on that bulkhead, accessible by panel that you can unscrew and take off. Now these are all the look in here, and so these are the inlets for the air conditioning. 1, 2, 3. You can see they shut off, and that one's the inlet for the generator, which is always on. So you turn these ones off? These are off. These are off. Like something that you I haven't used the notification. Yeah, I leave it on. Right here. Manual build map, and that simply does any more than complicates in the back there. And underneath your button there is 3 batteries. One's a generator, one's a battery generator, and 2 engine batteries. So you'll be able to figure out what one's what. Yeah, I've never ever had any issues in here. So, those fans I was talking about, one on this side, on that side.
One over here, one around here. So that grills the air intake.
Yeah, just as you're going along, it just sucks in here. So it was all designed to have 2 little doors in here as well. So, I mean, yeah, that's right.
Jesus.
So it's good now, it's outwards because you've got all this room for chucking stuff in, which a lot of places don't have.
So what have we got down here?
That's for a solar. I had a solar panel, but I don't have it anymore. But you can get a solar panel for triple charging your batteries, because when I was in Thailand, I was not on marina, I had my own marina, so I had to have a little solar panel. And I'll show you where you can make one easy, but there's no need for it while you're living in the marina. So,
These are just drains, are they?
yep. That's not from the main convent here. Yeah, we have a nice emergency parallel switch for you. If your one battery goes down or something, come down here and you've got parallel batteries. I put that in as well.
Yep. Especially on the other end.
So, this is when I took the boat up from where we lived up in Bangkok. We had to stop halfway up the coast to get fuel and there's nothing like fuel punch from up, so we had to pull into a village and get somebody in the truck to gallon, 44 gallon, 200 gallon thing, pay your money to go and get us fuel and then dump it onto the boat, so that's just a bit low. As you see, 780 baht.
Okay. And this is here. Hydraulic.
That's good power steering. Yeah. And I paid the power steering service that redone about a year ago. So that's
tank somewhere, is it?
yeah, it's behind the steering wheel. Underneath the compass, take the compass out, and you've got a little screw top underneath the compass.
So is that an oil tank and a pump?
That's just a pump to pump the hydraulics. So.
But there's an oil
That's right up there.
Okay. What are these things down here, mate? That's right.
These ones, the other pumps for the air conditioning.
Okay,
The water pumps.
the blue line here, the dark line.
Actually, I've never even turned it off. That one there, and I'd say it'll be hot water or something. No, I'll tell you what it is. It's the outside shower. Yeah. Right.
Oh, don't know how you're going to get out of there, mate. Right?
Yeah.
That whole table that whole area there can lift up, Chris. You take the table out, and it's a 2-stage floor.
Got it.
Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah, so
across the back.
it simply lifts off,
Yeah, right.
and just press this button on the side here, and you should be able to just unscrew it and put it away.
Two stages.
So it's just like
Take it away.
That whole floor can come up. Yeah, we'll do that, mate.
And underneath here, icebox.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Insulated, is it? Or just
No, it's just basic.
Yeah, I was telling you I was thinking of putting a fridge here.
just storage.
Yeah, storage under there, life jackets
Just
yeah.
just
I've got
twin 240 volt outlet over
Yeah.
here.
with an isolator on it.
Yep.
Got quite all the flares and that Oh, you've probably seen it all anyway. All under there.
Yep.
Tons of life jackets. I think I've got about 9 or 10 on
And
there.
they look new as well.
Yeah, they're all new.
In packets.
Shit.
Fantastic. So what are you?
Almost
you
feel
gonna
embarrassed to
use?
be able to pay for
Are
it.
you going to get yourself one or
No,
get your friend to get another one?
I skip a. Oh, there's a big boat over there for brown. See the blue boat over there?
Yeah.
The one to the right of it.
Oh, right.
So I skip that. It's a big Beneteau 57.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice and we get to
It's
go.
nice.
I was out there on it this weekend, just me and my wife and my friend and his wife, and it was
Yeah.
lovely.
Nice.
But,
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
We like that.
no, it turned out to be a really nice weekend.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be.
Yeah, that's right. So,
What about these hatches down the back?
these ones?
New one there.
Okay, you got your boarding ladder on here.
Oh, right.
Yep.
So the ladder just flings out, falls down.
Yep.
And then the main, like if you open up there, your little dinghy, you've got a blow up dinghy in here. The pump's in there, and I think I take off. Oh yeah, I've got a spare anchor, stainless steel anchor here.
Yep.
Big one with attached to ropes as well.
Yep.
That goes in the dinghy, don't, because I always take it off just in case I lose it, and put it down here,
That's for the stern of it?
or one of the sides of it, I think.
Okay.
And the pump should be in here too somewhere.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's all there. This.
Yep, that's the other rail.
Okay. Now there's a couple of props.
Yep.
Okay, spare props. One of them needs re-rubbering, but you've got 2 props here that are probably worth
Yeah, but
a couple of grand.
shit.
So
Dive weights.
yeah, dive weights.
Oil.
Take it. There's a pump there.
Where's the pump?
Looks like. Is that the? What's this here? Oh, that's the.
Oh, I'll be
I'm sure it's in here somewhere else.
We'll have a good
there it
play.
is there,
We'll
yeah.
have a good play.
There it is there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that's quite a good locker in here too. Just be careful with the lead that you don't sort of crush it all the time. Yeah. So I had to get it part of it replaced when we had to come down really hard here on leads, and every 6 months you had to get it checked. When it got it tested, they came up with
240 volts.
yeah.
So what's that one, sorry?
This is 240 volts coming straight in from the.
So this is petrol here.
Yep, gas. And there's gas on the other side.
What's up
and
there?
I think that might be the diesel up there.
Diesel. Yep.
Yeah.
It's diesel.
And yep. And we'll come up front and have a little look. There's all your chain.
So you bring the lead back onto the boat.
Oh, so we get more chain on there if we want to.
Yeah.
Bloody mountain room in there.
Yeah.
What's the...
So there's a remote control. It's in one of the cupboards downstairs there by the switchboard. There's
Yep.
a remote control for it, or you can do it by your foot.
Yep.
Or you can do it from the cabin.
Yep.
There's one on this side as well. Up, and that's the down, that's the up.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's just pretty much an oversized anchor for the boat weighs 7 tons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for that size. I'll give you that.
So does that power cord go with it, Rick?
Yes. Yeah.
Take that with us.
I had all the canopy redone. as you
Yep.
can see.
Clears. Yeah.
It's all brand new.
So obviously you can walk on the...
Yeah, it's fine. It's solid.
Okay. So, what's she like under power? Any quirks?
No,
or-
nothing at all. No. The fastest, I find if it's rough conditions and you just come along at 7 or 8 knots, it's quite good to just blip it up a bit. Get going a bit faster and it smooths out a bit more.
Yeah.
But depending on rough conditions, you don't want to be pounding the thing.
No.
I've had it out in some big seas and it's handled it really well.
What about an anchor? Does it swing around a fair bit
Yes,
in the wind?
it swings around, not overly, but it does swing. So make sure you snub it off. So if you're up the front cabin, you don't get these down there.
Yep.
The rope.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah, I just put a knot on the end of the rope and then just leave it out tight onto the winch.
All right.
turn this off.